humans and future AI overlords. I'm using Safari and I'm at gemini.google.com. Gemini recently released updates to Gemini. Let's just take a look at the updates here. So it looks like Gemini updated on 12/11/2024, Gemini 2.0 Flash, an experimental model in Gemini, uses our latest experimental model with improvements on a number of key academic benchmarks, okay? You can access experimental mode in the Gemini model dropdown, and that's great. Now they have priority access with Gemini Advanced, your personal research assistant that saves you hours of work. Gemini Deep Research is your personal research assistant that helps you get up to speed on just about any topic. It'll break down your prompt into a number of relevant search questions, automatically analyze sites on your behalf for relevant information, and create comprehensive multi-page reports on just about any topic, all in minutes. So your reports are presented in an immersive viewer that after you can refine with Gemini and even open in Google Docs. It's all starting to roll out in English with Gemini Advanced as part of the Google One AI Premium plan. Try it by selecting Gemini 1.5 Pro with Deep Research from the Gemini Advanced model dropdown. And why use this? Save hours of work with Deep Research, the most advanced way to research with Gemini. Instead of spending hours research, let Gemini do the work for you. So you can get on with doing everything else. That is awesome. Like right there, like that is awesome. So I'm going to jump into Gemini and I'm going to just, and I'm here in the Gemini Advanced 1.5 Flash. You've got the 1.5 Pro to tackle complex tasks. You got the Pro with Deep Research that we just kind of mentioned. There's the 2.0 Flash Experimental, the 2.0 Flash Experimental Advanced. So this is great. This is so exciting. Well, I'm going to actually I'm here in 1.5 Flash, and I'm just going to ask it, what is Gemini Advanced 1.5 with Deep Research? Let's see here.
Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with Deep Research is a powerful AI tool that combines the capabilities of Google's advanced language model with a new feature called Deep Research. This feature allows the AI to conduct in-depth research on complex topics, analyze large amounts of information, and generate comprehensive reports. Here's a breakdown of its features. Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro. Advanced language model, capable of understanding and responding to complex queries, generating creative text formats, and translating languages. Logical reasoning and analysis, able to analyze information, identify patterns, and draw conclusions. Deep research. In-depth research. Conducts thorough research on complex topics, exploring various sources and perspectives. Comprehensive reports. Generates well-structured and informative reports, summarizing key findings and insights. Time saving. Automates the research process, saving users time and effort. Overall, Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with Deep Research is a valuable tool for students and researchers, conducting academic research and writing papers. Professionals, gathering industry insights, analyzing market trends, and creating reports. General users, exploring complex topics and learning new information. If you're looking for an AI assistant that can help you with in-depth research and analysis, Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with Deep Research is definitely worth considering.
That's awesome. So I'm going to go in here and actually, one thing I'm curious about is really, since this is a prompting tool, let me ask Gemini, what are some great examples of prompts to use with Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with Deep Research? All right, so they talked about academic research, but here's a simple prompt. Write a research paper on the impact of climate change on global food supply, citing peer-reviewed sources. That's excellent. Analyze ethical implications of artificial intelligence, focusing on potential bias and job displacement. So academic research, professional research, conduct a market analysis of the electric vehicle industry, identifying key trends and potential opportunities. Yeah, research latest advancements in renewable energy technologies, focusing on solar and wind power. I mean, these prompts are pretty short and focused. Oh, creative writing, write a short story about a world where AI has become sentient and is struggling to understand human emotions. Well, join the club. Create a script for a science fiction film set on a distant planet, exploring themes of colonization and environmental degradation. General knowledge and learning. Explain the theory of relativity in simple terms. So what's interesting is these prompts are kind of feels very close to just sort of the basic prompts you're doing, but it sounds like deep research just brings a whole new set of capabilities to it. So I'm going to select 1.5 Pro Deep Research, and it looks like it has sample prompts. Now, just so you know, if you click on these prompts, it will kick off the process. So it doesn't let you fill in the prompt and then click start. You click it, it starts the process. So what I'm going to do is I've got a prompt that I'm going to grab and paste in here. So my prompt is research the modern history of AI that started with OpenAI ChatGPT and include Google Gemini and Microsoft Copilot. Identify the history of each application and identify primary use cases. Perform a SWOT analysis comparing and contrasting these applications. Rank the applications by the most powerful solution to humans in their personal and professional life. Include an explanation for the ranking. So everyone has their own personal opinion on everything, and AI chatbots is definitely one. There is a diversity of them. Oh, look, okay, so here is the plan I've put together. Let me know if you have any changes before I start researching. So AI applications, history, use cases, and impact. So it's got this research website, so I'm going to expand this. So research the modern history of AI that started. So it's basically just brought my prompt down in here, and then here's the plan. Find the history of OpenAI, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot. Identify primary use cases for each of them. Perform a SWOT analysis, comparing and contrasting, and rank the applications, and include an explanation, and then find information about the potential impact. And then find information about ethical. Okay, interesting. So this is where if I wanted to, I could edit this. And then once it does this, it's going to analyze the results and create a report, and it says ready in a few minutes. So I could click here to edit the plan if I wanted, but I'm going to just click start research. All right, so look how it just kind of brought the research pane up to the front. So here's the plan I put together. Okay, look, it's identifying the sites it's going to go to. So that's kind of step one. Identify research sites. These all look pretty relevant, which is great. So it's still thinking about, okay, it's jumped up now to 60 websites. But look how it's looking at a Google Gemini site, ChatGPT Wikipedia page, neatprompts.com. I've never heard of that. That's cool. Some more Wikipedia. It's gone to the Microsoft site to look up information about Copilot and hit Wikipedia for Copilot. So a lot of Wikipedia-centric stuff. Going to the source of the application makes sense. Oh, it's hitting some YouTube video. Interesting. Looking at use cases, SWOT analysis, haptic.com. I've never heard of that. Interesting. 5 best use cases for Google Gemini, using Copilot and information technology. What is Google Gemini? Interesting. A SWOT analysis of ChatGPT. 7 examples of Gemini's multimodal. Wow, this is, it's really interesting, the sites it's choosing. Some I've heard of, some I've not heard of. But it looks like it's hitting, like the company sites for each of the chatbots that I've referenced, which is great. and then this is pretty cool. Alphabet SWOT analysis on AI, ChatGPT SWOT analysis, interesting. Role-specific prompts and use cases. Oh, that's a site I definitely want to check out. SWOT analysis of ChatGPT in education. So this is really interesting. How it's identified things that I know, but it's identified a lot of things I don't. What is Google Gemini on the IBM site? Interesting. This is truly spectacular. Let's see what we've got. If we go back up here, 95 websites. Okay. When I've used this a handful of times. It's really been pretty impressive. I see it. Typically, it's researching like around 60 some websites is what I've seen it traditionally do, around that number. So jumping to 95 websites, either there's just more content, or maybe it's looking to more sources and more diverse sources. Because it's be interesting to know like what drives which sites, page rankings in a Google search. Google has all this great information about the sites it crawls and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting. So research 95 sites. Let's go down to the end here. Say Gemini apps, future financial services, a Microsoft site, more Google Gemini, Copilot, Gemini, OpenAI, Oxford University signs up to Microsoft Copilot. Interesting, the future of ChatGPT, predictions, and opportunities. I mean, it's just spectacular. I wonder if it's going to hit over 100. So it looks like it's hit 95, and now it's probably doing the research. So here's a plan I put together. Let me know if you need any changes before I start researching. But I already kicked off the research, starting the research. So it's in that mode right now. It says, great, I'm on it. I'll let you know when the research is finished. You can leave this chat in the meantime. So I could basically just open up a new chat or go to a previous chat. But it looks like it's got a status bar here. So I don't know if this is dynamic in the icon showing status, progress. So it's got AI application history, use cases, and impact. So it's analyzing the results. So this is, for me, kind of the new paradigm of agentic AI, where I have a prompt that is kicking off agents in Gemini. A lot of those agents are system agents. Now these are like agents generated from the prompt to go do lots of different things, like identify research sources, get the data from the research sources, analyze the research sources. So it looks like, all right, so here is the report. So it's got an AI revolution. It's listed the chat apps, OpenAI ChatGPT. So basically, OpenAI ChatGPT history, use cases, other applications. It does the SWOT analysis, which is great. Then we jump into Google Gemini, history, use cases, SWOT analysis. Then we go into Microsoft Copilot, history, use cases, SWOT analysis. And then ethical considerations, the future of AI, and then ranking and conclusions. So based on the analysis of these capabilities, potential impact on your life, the AI application can be ranked as follows. So it lists Google Gemini 1. Now, here I'm using a Google Gemini app. Is it biased? It'll be interesting to do this kind of similar activity inside of ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot. But it gives me, Gemini's multimodal capabilities, advanced reasoning abilities, and potential for autonomous control, given an edge over the other two applications. Its ability to process different data types such as text, image, and code makes it a powerful tool for personal and professional use. Furthermore, projects like Astra and Mariner demonstrate Gemini's potential to independently navigate complex tasks, suggesting a future where AI can handle increasingly sophisticated operations. So, and this is the site here. I don't know that site. Interesting. Microsoft Copilot, seamless integration with Microsoft 365, automation, collaboration, efficiency, and yes, Microsoft Copilot for 365 is focused on the productivity tools in the Microsoft 365, formerly Microsoft Office toolset. But you've got Copilot integrated into lots of different services. So inside the 365 and inside the Windows operating system, it's a chatbot on a website as well. Then we got OpenAI, ChatGPT's natural language processing capabilities and its ability to generate creative text formats make it a versatile tool for various applications. However, its limitations in understanding the context and potential for bias places it slightly lower in the ranking. While ChatGPT excels in generating human-like text, its capabilities are primarily focused on language-based tasks. Interesting. So I love it's got this comparison, kind of a primary function for each tool, generative AI chatbot for ChatGPT, multimodalist AI assistant, and AI-powered productivity tool. It's almost like it's just, coming up with a slightly different variation, but yet, to distinguish it, which is great, but interesting. I don't know. I have to look at this a little bit more. Citing its sources, 95 websites that research. I mean, this would have taken me a lot of time to do this manually. And so what you can see here is just within just a few minutes. Now I can click on Open Docs, and it's creating the document. And here we go. This is the document that we were just looking at, but looking at it from a Google Docs perspective. Yeah, there's the tables, use cases, SWOT analysis, ethical considerations, future of AI, ranking conclusions. Pretty cool. Yeah, and it has the citations, which is great. It's great that it's doing all that research, but then also citing it, which is excellent. This is pretty exciting. I'm definitely going to explore this a great deal more. It's important that you see this on the tools that we use for AI. Gemini can make mistakes, so double check it. And we see that, and it's so funny how that message, while it's everywhere, I'm kind of blind to it. It's almost like, I know there are risks. I get bad information, and hallucinations and sites. So you have to be aware. And it's, it's one of those things where it works great, perfect a lot of the time, but then there are those times when it doesn't. And I've had those wonderful experiences where I was actually using a tool to analyze a saved meeting, and it went through, and because the meeting had conversation outside the scope of the actual meeting and some personal discussions, it saw it as one entity of a conversation, and it kind of cross-pollinated sort of social discussion into meeting discussion. So anyway, it's interesting. The information that you provide to the AI, it's going to, I don't know how well it understands the context of different subparts, topic changes, things like that. You would think it would, but anyway, this deep research looks to save a lot of time, because going to all these sites and getting information and summarization, extracting key concepts, it literally did that in just a few minutes, compared to what would have taken me hours, if not days, to get done. So this is a very, very exciting and incredible, powerful tool. I'm definitely going to use it more, but it feels like this level of output and analysis is pretty significant when I just threw a couple of sentences at it. So anyway. This is Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with deep research. I do pay for a subscription, so just know that you'll get access to this if you do a monthly subscription. It's I think around $20 a month today. To me, it's worth it. It's been amazing over the past 2 years seeing these applications evolve and and do amazing things from day one, but do even more incredible things over the past 2 years. So I don't think I can fully comprehend the possibilities of what AI is going to do in the future. I know that I'm very excited about it. I love playing with it. I love exploring it. I apply it in every facet of my life. During the day when I'm kind of doing knowledge type of work, I'm using AI at least a couple of times an hour. And in my personal personal time, I'm using AI, at least I'd say at least once every 2 to 3 hours in different ways. So whether it's using Gemini or ChatGPT or Apple Intelligence, I've been playing a little bit with that. Not as impressed as I'm excited about the future of Apple Intelligence, Copilot, and a little bit with Claude, a little bit with Perplexity AI, and the interesting shopping capabilities there. But we're going to see AI. I mean, we're already seeing AI everywhere, integrated in everything, and it's going to be interesting to see how the evolution continues. You may have seen discussions from some vendors where the headline is AI is the UI, is the new UI. And I think that is exciting, because imagine not having to go to an app to get things done, or a service, or a specific platform, and cobbling together project resources and leveraging certain information. But imagine just being able to conjure up the information you need, analyze it, slice it, interact with it, collaborate, think and brainstorm, and do that in a way where it isn't bound to certain apps or operating systems or tools. It is an AI that you can interact with, multimodal, voice input or text input or video input or images, and the free flow of ideas. So this is exciting to me, because I feel like Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with deep research is, for me, the beginning of the Agentic AI capability, and it is amazing. I mean, we're in our infancy with this. We're just past 2 years since ChatGPT went live on November 30th of 2022. And this journey is amazing. So thank you for listening. I'm just jibber jabbering away about things I absolutely love. But you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.